Hello friends, my name is Nitin and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Blue Himalayan Rider. Today I'm going to show you how to jumpstart the Himalayan right here when the battery is completely dead or it's completely gone, and even when it's showing nothing on the speedometer or on the indicator over there. Um, I'm going to show you step by step how to jumpstart your Himalayan and using the jump cables, and also of course um, using a car to jumpstart your Himalayan. All right, so I'm sitting on my Himalayan right now, the Royal Enfield Himalayan, and I'm going to try to give it a start. Here's my key. That's the on button, and as you see, there's no indication of power over here. There's no engine light, there's nothing really. I mean, it's on, but it shows nothing. So clearly the power is completely dead, and now I'm going to jump start my bike, and I'm going to show you exactly how. I'm going to start by opening the rear seat of the Himalayan. So I put my key right here, and then I click, and then I can start removing the rear. And yes, and then you also need to remove the front seat, because that's where the positive and negative of the battery are. I'm going to keep this aside, and I'm also going to take out some tools from in here that are going to help me jumpstart my bike. So I have the screwdriver from the toolbox, and I'm going to show you exactly what we need to do with the screwdriver. So we have the plus here, as you can see. I'm sorry, the lighting is not good enough, but if you see the plus here, this is the positive, and the negative is actually going to be your other screw, which is going to be right here. This screw right here, that's the negative. So I'm going to push out this red cover so that I have access to the positive, and I'm going to unscrew it a little bit so that when I'm trying to put the jump cables in here, it goes in there and the connection is made. So I have loosened the plus here. I'm going to loosen the negative here as well a bit. Yes, there you go. All right, so the next step would be to pop open the front part of your car so that you can put in the jump cables to the engine of your car, and then start your car, and then eventually connect it to your bike. Let me show you how. So here are my jump cables, and it's always handy to have your jump cables in your car, because you never know when your car battery dies, or I think you cannot have it in your bike, but at least you can keep it in your house or in your car. And these are available at any hardware store. You can order these from Amazon. I think it's just $15-20, something like that. And yeah, and this is the red is the positive, the black is the negative. And yeah, we're going to now pop the hood of the car, and then I'll start putting in the cables. Let me do that. All right. Okay, so I just popped the hood of my Honda, my reliable Honda, and as you can see, the red cover here has the positive. So I'm going to remove this red cover, and you'll have to figure out, if it's not a Honda, if it's your own car, where your battery positive and negatives are. So my positive is here, my negative is right here, and I'm going to start by putting in the positive here first. I'm going to show you how. All right, so this is my positive, and I'm going to try and stuck it here to the positive, That's my positive, and then I'm gonna do the ground or the negative here, which is always a bit tricky. Yes, we got it. And now I'm going to put the positive first to the bike. So I just put the positive jump cable on the positive side of the bike, and then I'm now going to put the ground or the negative to the left hand side of the bike, and that's going to be right here. So if you see sparks start flying, this means the connection is already happening, so be a bit careful here. Yes, there we go. We got it. All right, so I've made the connection of the jump start cables. That's going through my hood of the car and to my Royal Enfield Himalayan right here. So remember one thing, that you always need to start with the positive of the source, from where you're getting the energy or the power, and then the negative, and then you do the positive of your bike and then the negative of your bike. That's how you're going to do it. Okay, so now that I have my cable set, I'm going to be starting my car, and this will help the electrons to flow from my car battery to my to the battery of my motorcycle. So I think you got to wait at least 10 to 15 minutes before you can recheck your bike whether the power is back on or not. So right now I have the jump cables connected through my car engine to my bike to my motorcycle, and I'm going to wait a bit for 10 minutes to see how it goes. Okay, so I've had the jump start cables on my battery, on my motorcycle's battery, for about 15 minutes now. I'm gonna try and see if any light comes on and if there's any power on my bike. I'm gonna try and give it a start. All right, there is power. Yay. So good to see. Okay, so it shows the battery sign there, which it wasn't showing initially when I switched it on. So now it's showing, and I'm going to start the bike and test it if it's working properly now. Now I'm going to start the engine. Let's see. Shows positive sign. Yeah. Last but not the least, now I'm now going to start the bike here. One more time. So now, as you can see, my bike has started. I still have the jump cables on. I'm just going to throttle the bike a couple of times for some time. I'm just going to keep the jump cables in there for another couple of minutes, and then I'm going to remove the jump cables, and then I'm going to take my bike out for a ride and make sure that it doesn't die out or it doesn't go off again. So yeah, I'll just throttle the bike a couple of times, not a lot, just a little bit, to make sure that the engine is working perfectly and the battery is fine now. Hey friends, so that was the video of how to jumpstart your motorcycle from another vehicle, and I'm glad that my motorcycle is now running and I just took it out for a spin, and it felt so good to ride my bike again after 6 months. So hope this video was helpful, and yeah, and put in your comments on what you feel about and how it helped you. Thank you.